So, Juggernaut, pretty strong tower, yeah. It's already been slightly nerfed as of recording this a couple days after release. It'll probably be nerfed more so in the future. While it's as bonkers as it currently is, I want to really test it by making a loadout with 4 support towers to see if Juggernaut alone could carry my teammates and I to a win in all of the game modes, and to see just how much damage the tower could do. Easy, casual, and intermediate are all so easy that they aren't really worth talking about. Obviously, I won all those rounds, even without a fully upgraded Juggernaut in any of them. And that is interesting. One of the few downsides with this tower is just how expensive it is. It costs almost $400,000 to max out the cheaper path. It's well over $500,000 for bottom path. To be fair, I wasn't focusing exclusively on the tower. I got some other supportive units, but I saved most of my farmed up money for Juggernaut, and I still did not even get close to maxing it out in any of these really easy game modes. They're just too short, and you need some fatter zombies to make some serious money off of. Molten mode is a step up, but not that big of one. Even the tower at its mid-levels still put in work. Alright, nice. Got level 3 Juggernaut. You know, I've always thought that the texturing on this map kinda looks a lot like a grilled cheese. It's from Family Guy, if you didn't know. I made a lot more money here, but I was still unable to save up for a level 7. But Juggernaut still managed to get the win and deal 453 and 12 damage in this one round. Fallen is the first mode to get a little spicy. I was just farming like a complete chud for the early game every time, so I had to rely on my teammates to keep us alive, which they did. Thank you, random teammates. And this time around, I opted to go for the top path Juggernaut upgrades because I misclicked. I meant to get bottom path again, but my muscle memory is so heavily trained to always hit E to upgrade that I always forget to hit Z for any of the multi-path towers. It's actually a problem. So that's why I did that. But despite having less DPS, top path is still insanely strong. It might be better than bomb path in some situations, because it gives every tower within a vicinity these funny little shields, which, side note, make it very hard to chain Call of Arms because they're also yellow and it's kind of confusing, but it reduces stun debuff timing, allowing your towers to recover quicker. And I mean, even Fallen, kind of a hard mode, still gets crushed by the tower. It's funny because like top pass is, ooh, you know, the supports, the shields, it's not DPS. But then you check the number and it's like, ooh. Obviously, my teammates all had very good towers here as well. That helped us comfortably take out the Fallen King. But Juggernaut again put up an MVP performance here, dealing just about 750k damage. Again, on top path. Switching it up, for Frost mode, I went for the Thresher route. These upgrades are even more powerful because of the unique modifier which bolsters damage against bosses by 1.4, which, on top of a raw 2000 DPS, pretty good. And that's not even accounting for support towers like Commander or Medic, which will buff that up even higher. Both of those were boosting my Juggernaut in this Frost mode match, as you can clearly see with this clip. That's my Juggernaut right there. My teammate also had Pursuit. That was a very easy win again. Juggernaut dealt over 930,000 damage, but I'd expected about as much from the base game modes. I was a lot more curious about the special modes, because they're a lot tougher. Well, I mean 2 of the 3 are. Pizza Party isn't that bad. Well, it's a little bad, maybe. I think this game has a few bugs. But it's nice for this tower specifically because you make bank in the late game. I was easily able to max out a top path unit, and on way forward, I will say the boss made it farther than I would have expected, but we still got him. It had the Dream mask on for some reason. I think he got cancelled, right? I mean, it wasn't super impressive, but Juggernaut dealt about 800,000 damage, so still not bad. Badlands is where things got interesting. I finally got burned for my greedy farming and lost my first attempt, and I did not blame my teammates for that. I didn't. My second go-around went better. We got a strong early defense, and in fact, I happened to randomly run into one of the best TDS players out there, Miguel. I'm with Mertgull again. Me and this dude go way back. We've known each other for so long. Okay, we lost. We have no hidden detection. Great work, guys. Great work, Mertgull. But I knew we would win this one for sure. I got my Juggernaut down ASAP as usual, and I placed down my 3 commanders to prepare for chaining as usual. And Mertgull, what are you doing? Why'd you pet all your commanders after I just put mine? This dude's trying to out-mog me or something. I'm not selling mine, so I guess we're having 6 commanders then. Thanks, Mertgull. It definitely made more sense for me to get them since I had no other DPS to invest in, but I mean, we were still doing fine. We had a lot of good towers down, and the various mini-bosses posed little threat. Money is a bit slower to come in this mode, but I did get my Juggernaut to level 4 by wave 22. And good thing I did, because things abruptly took a shift on the next wave. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Okay. Yikes. Yeah, that was pas bien, no good. With tougher waves incoming, I had to make a hard choice and sell my commanders, which I had been keeping purely out of spite for Mertgull. And my teammates used the space to up our DPS, which we would need going into wave 30. Gunslinger is traditionally a pretty tough boss, and we had to pull out all the stops here to have a chance. We're definitely going to lose if I do not drop a nuke. So let's do it. I know that kind of messes with the whole comparison nature of this video, but I don't know, man. I just wanted to drop a nuke. I don't even think we needed it, honestly, because I had scraped up enough for a max bomb path Juggernaut, and it was going ham. Dude, look at that damage. Holy moly. Again, that boss damage multiplier on Juggernaut's bottom path is just... it's like a juicy steak, dude. Gunslinger went down far from the base, and we won. Juggernaut dealt about 630,000 damage here. Pretty good considering this mode only has 30 waves. The last special mode was Polluted Wastelands, and it is pretty nice for this tower, I will say. You get so much money in this game mode, it's honestly kind of silly. So I was able to get a max top path unit 2 waves before the boss spawned. Again, I meant to get bottom path, but I hit the wrong key, so oop. Still, the shields are very nice here with all the stunning that can happen, although it does make visibility even worse on this map. It's very hard to tell if Call of Arms is going or not, because they have the little yellow shields around them. I'm messing up my chaining a bit. Juggernaut is pretty nice for Polluted Wastelands because of its placement limit of 1. This tower can't be compared to other units 1-to-1 because of the cost. It's more like 1 to 5 accelerators, but the advantage of having the 1 is how much smaller the total placement footprint is. It leaves much more room to fit in other strong DPS towers, which is especially nice on this map, which can get pretty crowded in the late game, which we were in. We made wave 25. I was kind of regretting my top path choice because the boss kept summoning early instead of stunning, so I sold the tower and replaced it. Okay, I'm swapping to the other path live to see if that'll save us, because I don't think we're going to win. The boss then immediately stunned everything, obviously. That was a poor decision by me. But we were still grinding away. At this point, Juggernaut had dealt well over 1 million damage, and although the boss was creeping towards the exit... I think we got. Come on. Come on, dude. Come on. Come on. Thankfully, we barely just managed to kill the boss. And then we lost anyways. No way. He's summoned at the exit. He's summoned at the exit. He's summoned at the exit. This can't be happening. Bro. What? Judge? Can I appeal that? Juggernaut sucks. Hardcore I'm not going to do here because I just made a video beating it with Juggernaut, so been done. And Void Core I'm not going to do because that's too hard for me. I will beat Void Core and make a video on it, but that might take, 20 minutes maybe, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks, channel members. And yeah, this tower is not that good, honestly, because it doesn't even have snowball effects.